I'd like to call the May 5th City of Monmouth Council meeting to order. If you'll please rise and join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If we can have a roll call, please.
Alderman Grant.
Present.
Alderman Bone.
Present.
Alderman Daw.
Here.
Alderman Connard.
Here.
Alderman Pinedo.
Here.
Alderman Van Vliet.
Here.
Roll call complete.
Thank you. First item we have is approval of the April 21st City of Monmouth Council meeting minutes as presented. I would entertain a motion for their approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any amendments or corrections to those minutes as presented? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Grant.
Yes.
Bone.
Yes.
Daw.
Yes.
Connard.
Yeah.
Pinedo.
Yes.
Van Vliet.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Under presentations or citizen inquiries, do we have anyone who wishes to address council this evening? Please step to the podium, state your name and what you'd like to say.
Still haven't fixed this tall microphone problem I got up before. Bob Rogers, I'm over here on First Avenue. I just want to say congratulations, Mayor Davies. The first time I've seen you since the election, so congratulations on reinstatement. Also, I saw that the money being allocated, I guess it's the 200 block of North and South, is it Maine? That I saw money getting put in, that's good news. I would also like to bring about, and I'm sure this has been mentioned many times before, but the Russian roulette intersections that we have in and around town that have no stop and no yield. Of course, we also have a problem with people that don't know how to do four-way stops here in town, but that's a different issue. But I would like to see the city do something about putting in some of these dangerous cross intersections through the neighborhoods where people are barreling through and all you end up with is just folks giving each other the stink eye, thinking one has the right of way where the other does not. So that's it for me tonight. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to address council? Yes?
How you doing, Mayor? My name is Christoph Sosha. I just recently became a resident here of Monmouth about 3 months ago. And
You actually do have a spot on the agenda if you want to.
oh, okay. I am so
You
sorry.
can
I'm
use your
telling
time
you.
now, or you can use it when you're on the agenda where you're at.
Yes, Mayor. I'm sorry about that.
No
like I said,
problem.
I'm new to this. So.
Go ahead if you
All
want.
right. Thank you for that. So, pretty much to follow up on the gentleman's requests and remarks about the dangerous intersections. So my ex-wife was actually in a car accident about 30 days ago at one of the intersections. Up here. I'm still getting familiar with my orientation, but all the way from A Street up to I Street. So that was one. Two, I've heard multiple, close calls or accidents in the area in my short time being here in Monmouth. And also at my employment, when people come in to purchase cars from the city of Monmouth, they're purchasing new cars because of vehicular accidents that are occurring around these intersections that are unmarked.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
I'd just like to remind everybody that the rules of the road are yield to the right-of-way. So if somebody's on your right, you should be yielding to them. If they're coming on your right, at an unmarked intersection, is yield the right-of-way. That is the Illinois vehicular law. So is that right, Chief?
Correct. At the open intersections, vehicle on the left must yield to the vehicle on the right if they approach the intersection approximately at the same time.
Okay, that's a blind, I don't mean to get into a debate, but in some of these intersections, you can't tell if anybody's coming because there's either a hill or there's a house or there's parked cars on streets where there's no parking, but in any case. So it's hard to kind of slide up to an intersection and know whether or not you should go or not. What I do is I stop at every intersection that doesn't have a yield or a stop, just to make sure. That's just I understand what you're saying, and that is a good rule, but it's hard to kind of implement while you're driving.
And it's upon everybody that's driving a vehicle on the road to obviously be cautious.
All right.
And that's a good train of thought, is to be cautious at every intersection you approach.
just to challenge that a little bit, then why do we have stops and yields through the neighborhoods if that's the situation that is automatically given by the Illinois driver's code?
Well, I think it depends on the amount of traffic that goes through any given intersection.
Okay.
I would guess.
I won't
And
debate
I
it,
know
but-
some of the busier intersections do have stop or yield signs.
Okay.
I think a good example was like that intersection at, am I gonna say it wrong, on Boston and,
Second.
Third.
Or
Third.
well, on the corner by the axe lines.
Boston first.
Oh, that's
Boston and First,
Yeah,
yeah.
that-
I'm sorry, A and.
North A and Bob.
A and Boston.
Yeah, we're there. You know, we put that four-way stop in because we had had multiple accidents at that corner and determined that was a dangerous intersection and we put a four-way stop in, 4 months ago. That is just one example.
So just to be clear, and I'm relatively new to the area as well, I've only been here 4 years from Texas. So the traffic coming from the right has the right of way. So you yield to the traffic from the right
Yeah.
unmarked intersection.
Yes,
in an unmarked intersection. So-
yes,
So if I'm pulling
Yes.
up to an intersection, I see somebody coming from the right, it's
You-
my duty to yield to them.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And I did go back and look at Boston and, B in Clinton, where your wife's accident was at.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we've had several accidents there within the last 4 or 5 years,
Sure.
with your wife's being one of them. But,
It was just, she was hit 3/4 of the way, and then there's physical evidence of the tire marks and everything of where she got hit, right? And she did receive a ticket for not yielding to the right. However, she was already past the intersection. Another thing I noticed too, and I apologize, I don't mean to take up too much time, but I understand speed limits 10 around parking lots and schools, stuff like that. But is there specified speed limits on those roads?
it's 20 miles an hour in
Some of them
town,
do say 30.
unless otherwise specified.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So then the 50 miles per hour down First Avenue is definitely out of boundaries.
yes.
Okay.
Anyone else wish to address council this evening? Hearing none, we'll move on. Next item we have on our agenda is the proclamation for National Police Week. And we have Peace Officers Memorial Day, May 15th, 2025, and Police Officer Week, May 11th through the 17th of 2025. And the proclamation states, whereas in 1962, President John F. Kennedy designated May 15th as Police Officers Memorial Day, and the week in which it falls as National Police Week to honor law enforcement officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice and to recognize those who serve with distinction and dedication. And the Monmouth Police Department, led by Chief Joe Schweitzer and staffed by 19 full-time officers, lieutenants, sergeants, investigators, patrol officers, public safety officer, and telecommunicators, works tirelessly to preserve peace, protect lives, and safeguard property in our community. And whereas these officers served with integrity, courage, and professionalism, patrolling our streets, engaging in community programs like Shop with a Cop and the Junior Police Program, and ensuring safety during events such as the Prime Bee Festival and the Maple City Car Show. And National Police Week provides an opportunity to express gratitude to our officers for their unwavering commitment to public safety and to honor the memory of those who have fallen in the line of duty. And whereas the City of Monmouth acknowledges the sacrifices made by law enforcement officers and their families who support them in their vital role of maintaining the security and well-being of our residents. And now, therefore, I, Rod Davies, Mayor of the City of Monmouth, Illinois, on behalf of the City Council and our citizens, do hereby proclaim May 11th through the 17th, 2025 as Police Officer Week in the City of Monmouth. I call upon all residents to join in recognizing the bravery and service of the Monmouth Police Department and to honor law enforcement officers everywhere. Chief, I would like to present you with this proclamation. the chief. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on in our agenda, we have one item under the consent agenda, and that's approval of the bills.
Motion to pay the bills.
Do I have a second? Are there any items to be removed for further discussion or consideration? Hearing none, roll call for approval, please.
Bone,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Conard,
Yeah.
Pinero,
Yes.
Favlet,
Yes.
Grant.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Under Committee of the Whole, we have the Maple City Centerpiece Project. Sarah Walters is here this evening. Sarah, I'd like to express our deepest sympathies and condolences for the loss of your father.
Thank you.
He was a great man and touched the lives of so many here.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank
he
you.
was a one of a kind for sure. I
Absolutely.
appreciate your words and your kind note. Yeah, it's hard to think of a day without him on this earth, but he's in a better place and he lived a beautiful life, so it's hard to be sad for that. So thank you all very much. I'm here to just give you a report on the maple leaf sculpture for the center of the square. I have reached my goal, so it is ready to happen. And so I think I'm here to kind of inform you of that and to see what the city's wishes are for the fountain that's there right now. If you want me to do something with that and put it somewhere, or if the city's going to remove it and sell it or use it at the park or somewhere, I don't know. So I'm here to just inform you and see what you need from me.
Could I ask Sarah?
Yeah.
What's the lead time between the time you actually order the centerpiece and its delivery for
Well-
installation?
So we've kind of been in contact about that because I would like to have it completed when the center, the square project is completed, to kind of have it be the final hurrah for this project, and they'll do an unveiling. He said that he can keep it covered and we can actually have like a little gathering on the square and make that happen. So that's kind of an open-ended question mark because I don't know when the project is going to be completed. I told him I would like to shoot for the end of July because I had heard that was possibly when the project was supposed to be completed. But we can be flexible and make it happen whenever.
I would think the end of July would be close, if not the end, maybe
Sure.
a little bit into August, but I would expect the project clearly to be done before Memorial Day.
That's how I would like to see it happen, if it can, is if we could have, kind of a little gathering on the square and pull the curtain down and unveil it and all that. That's what my crazy mind is thinking anyway, so.
Okay.
Well, I would defer to the council how you wish to proceed with the fountain. If we were to put it out to receive quotes for purchase of it, we would have to declare it as surplus, and then we would come back to you with some sort of a notice of bid or request for proposals for interested parties to put in quotes to purchase it and remove it from the fountain. Or if you have other plans that would be
Another
fine,
idea
too.
I did have, thinking of the fountain, it could possibly go someplace like the park or the Patee Park, or maybe even, anywhere, and then it could be filled with flowers and cascading vines and things like that, so that it's still intact and beautiful, and but doesn't have to have water.
Well, we'll certainly give it some
The centerpiece
consideration.
that's in the fountain, not the whole fountain itself, because I thought that was going in the middle of the fountain, it was being filled in, and then flowers were put around that.
It is. The pool is remaining.
Okay.
We're talking about the
centerpiece
actual
in the middle of the
fountain.
Okay.
The actual
metal
fountain.
Yeah, we're just
All
talking
right.
about
I was like,
the pool
Yeah.
itself.
Gotcha, okay.
Can I just add, Sarah, what was your Your total for the bill?
30,000,
What was the time frame on that?
2 months.
Wow, nice,
Thank you.
good job.
Thank you. We had some interested citizens and a couple matching grants that came through from people and their employers, and yeah, some foundations that were helpful. So yeah, people are excited about it, or at least the people that are talking to me anyway. Probably the people that aren't excited probably aren't talking to me, but that's okay. I'm learning to get thick skin the older I get.
Okay, well, it's good to know. We'll then start proceeding with getting all the electrical and plumbing unhooked and getting that space available for the next move. We'll probably have to have some of our public works folks talk with those who will know how we need to mount it and
Sure.
what we need to attach it to and appropriate height and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and please let me know whoever I need to speak to or direct them to me if they have any questions. And, you know, I want to make it as seamless as we can.
Okay, we'll be in touch, certainly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item on our agenda is a request for a liquor license from Joan Crane. If you wish to step to the podium and make your request of council.
Not very good at this, so I would like to see what it would take, or if you're willing to let me apply for a liquor license. I'm looking for gambling, liquor, and tobacco. I'm a current owner of an establishment for the last 25 years. I have a very clean, perfect record. And I just would like to ask for permission to be able to apply for that.
Where would you be operating this bar?
It would be a bar. I would sell vapes, tobacco, to-go liquor, and on and off premise, and then some gambling machines as well.
Do you have a location in mind?
I do. It is where I'm not sure of the address. I've spoken to the landlord. It's right next to the driver's license bureau, the center, number 2.
The old Pepperoni's Pizza.
Did you say there was consumption on the property?
Yes.
Pretty small establishment.
There's not much parking there either.
Yeah, there's no parking. All the bars we have in town, nobody sells vapes and tobacco and things like that, so. I guess where I'm going is the last one we had that sells vapes and tobacco, we told him no on a liquor license, because, I mean, that's where I'm at, so.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Anyone else?
We have to create another license, or we don't have open?
No, we have one,
One open?
and both 1 and 2, class 1 and 2. No beer and wine.
Okay.
So no motion to proceed? I'm sorry?
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you for your request. Next item is our Building and Zoning April Report, Director Clark.
Mayor and council, good evening. The zoning department continues to issue permits, junk and debris, complete rental inspections, and follow up on all open projects. There's not a lot of completed projects right now. We do have some demolition that's getting finished up, should be finished up here this next week. And then the completed project, Beck's Oil Company, 1198 North Main Street, will be opening on Monday, May 12th, coming up here real shortly. Other than that, are there any questions?
Thank you. Next, we have the Woodard and Kern March Report, Director Bledsoe.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. So a big update we kind of have for this report, and I don't have specifics yet, but the West Harlem roadway Phase 1, the state has received bids for that project, and I hope to present the low bid to you guys here soon, and hopefully we can get underway for construction on that. The water department, starting today, has begun flushing hydrants. We're thinking this will take maybe a month if we're able to move through it pretty quick. And the water department has also been painting hydrants throughout town, trying to refresh everything. So if you see that going on, hopefully we can get things looking nice and refreshed, have everything tested. Hope to have all that done by the end of the summer. But other than that, I've got a couple staff anniversaries I'd like to talk about. Seth McBride, who works for our water department and is our field service tech, I'm sure a lot of you guys know him just because of how out and about he gets. He's been here 5 years now, so he's hit a pretty big milestone for working with the city. And then Doug Schaefer, who works out at Wastewater, who's our maintenance mechanic. Doug's a very, very valuable asset out there. He does a lot of electrical work for us. He has an extreme mechanical knowledge that cannot be replaced. But he has 19 years out there now. So Doug's been here a long time and knows quite a bit. So that's other than that, that's all I've got, and I can answer any questions.
Hey, Braden, are we posting when and what areas we're testing in?
No, but that is something that I could probably start working with Kenny on to coordinate if that would be nice. So.
Well, I know our area especially, after the hydrants are tested, we have to flush our line.
Yeah, yep.
And it'd be nice to be able to look and see when that's, what neighborhoods they're in.
Yeah, let me do some figuring out on the best way to do that, and I can start working on that tomorrow. So.
I also wanted to tell you, I heard from someone who had called in and had a question and said that they got a very timely response.
Oh, okay.
Spoke to you and
okay.
Appreciated that. So.
Awesome, thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you, Braden.
Yep, thank you.
The next item on our agenda is appointment of the 2025 Freedom of Information Officer, and the clerk-elect Melissa Teal is the person to handle that. I would entertain a motion for her appointment at that position.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Dog,
Yes.
Conard,
Yes.
Pinedo,
Yes.
Van Fleet,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Bone.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. You are appointed. And our ordinances, Chief, would you want to maybe just run through that briefly?
Yes, the current ordinance reads that we have 4 sergeants, which we don't. We only have 3. And there's a captain listed in there. We don't have a captain's position. So this amendment to the ordinance will make the captain position into a deputy chief position. And then that 4th sergeant that's listed is going to move to the patrol officer numbers, which will give us 14 patrol officers, which ultimately, if the SRO thing goes through, that's where that SRO would come from, would be that patrol officer number.
Okay, thank you. Council have any questions? I would entertain a motion for approval of the ordinance amending the composition of our police department.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any other questions or discussion? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Dog,
Yes.
Conard,
Yes.
Pinedo,
Yes.
Van Fleet,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Moan.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. We have no other business. I would entertain a motion to adjourn sine die, and after that, we will swear in duly elected officials and reconvene.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. A roll call, please.
Conard,
Yes.
Pinedo,
Yes.
Van Fleet,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Daw.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. We will adjourn and swear in our new officials. Before we do that, I would like to present to Susan Trevor in recognition and dedication of 24 years of dedicated public service to the citizens of Monmouth. We appreciate you and your service and all you've done for the city and citizens.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I'd just like to say thank you, that I feel very blessed that I was able to serve all this time. A lot of it, since I was trained as a kindergarten teacher, a lot of it I learned on the job, but I've enjoyed all the people I've worked with, and I thank you for all the support that's been given me.
Thank you, Susan. I also have a plaque here to recognize Susan Toomey and her 11 years of service as an older person, and to the citizens of Second Ward, and we certainly appreciate she was not able to be here as she is traveling this evening, and we will certainly take an opportunity to present that to her at a later time. We appreciate Susan's service, and I would ask you for a round of applause on her behalf. At this time, we will
You're gonna reconvene?
we're going to adjourn sine die and do the swearing in of our officials. Thank you.
Stay here, you want me to move?
Oh, Susan threatened me if I tried to get out of here without getting a
That's
picture,
right.
so I figured I
I
should
got a
sit
hold of
tight
you,
for a
see?
minute.
I got a hold of you.
Everyone who's newly elected, please come out front. We'll do our swearing in at this time. Oh, yeah. No swearing in. Swearing in, not swearing in.
I think after the ceremony, we'll lay these oaths on that table where they could be signed by everyone, the new officers, including the mayor.
Certainly don't need to be in the background of pictures.
Chicken.
All right, want to start? Sure.
Unless you want to drum roll or you want anything.
I didn't catch which one's got on top.
Well, they always have the top dog on top.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're the top dog.
Okay.
All right. Raise your right hand, please. Do you, Rod Davies, having been duly elected mayor of the city of Monmouth, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Illinois? You'll faithfully discharge the duties of mayor to the city of Monmouth to the best of your ability.
I will. Thank you.
Congratulations. Now we'll need the clerk-elect. We'll have much more confidence after this is over.
Oh, gosh, I don't know about that, but okay.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you, Melissa Teal, having been duly elected city clerk of the city of Monmouth, do you swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Illinois? You will faithfully discharge the duties of city clerk of the city of Monmouth to the best of your ability.
I will.
Roger Teal. All right, raise your right hand, sir. Do you, Roger Teal, have been duly elected as first ward alderman of the city of Monmouth? Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Illinois, and you will faithfully discharge the duties of first ward alderman for the city of Monmouth to the best of your ability?
I will.
Congratulations. We should have music. When this one comes up, Mr. Pineda, come on up, please.
Mariachi will come down.
Huh?
Mariachi band.
Well, that's Cinco de Mayo.
I know.
At least a mariachi band playing outside. If you know. Do you want Pineda, having been duly elected third ward alderman for the city of Monmouth, do you solemnly swear you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Illinois, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of third ward alderman for the city of Monmouth to the best of your ability?
I will.
Congratulations. Members, I guess, Mr. Van Vliet. Do you, John Van Fleet, having been duly elected fourth ward alderman for the city of Monmouth, do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Illinois, that you will faithfully discharge the duties of fourth ward alderman of the city of Monmouth to the best of your ability?
I will.
Congratulations.